Alright, looks like we are off here. GTAce is going for the 1-1 grab, missing it, while Dr. Mustache remains small. Dr. Mustache does bonk a little bit on the corner, gets a 378 pipe exit, while GTAce exit with a 374. I thought GTAce was going to go for flagpole glitch there. But anyways, a bit of a shaky start in 1-1 in general. But no big deal. We will see GTAce grab the Fire Flower in 1-2. I believe Dr. Mustache will remain small until 1-3 and grab the mushroom. We'll take a look and see what happens here. Alright, there's a Fire Flower grab for GTAce. Okay, we see Dr. Mustache using the shell kick combo to pretty much get a much easier Koopa Goomba section. He does wait on the pipe, not go for the pipe jumps. Taking it safe there. GTA's exit was at 353, so he does not have to go for the buffer jump since he doesn't have fireworks to worry about, while Dr. Mustache actually had to go for the buffer jump there. Pretty solid finishes for both runners. Alright, now 1-3. So GTAce is pretty much gonna complete the level straightforward, while Dr. Mustache uses the platform to his leverage. Gets the mushroom grab. I don't think I've seen that strat before, that's pretty neat. So they're pretty much in sync right now. Wow, this is like exactly in sync. This is crazy. Alright, so we have GTAce powered up with Fire Flower. Dr. Mustache is going to set up for Small Fire Mario, I'm assuming. Yep, that's exactly what he's going for. Alright, both of them. They're like literally neck and neck together, while GTAce is going to go for the fire kill here. Dr. Mustache does get the Small Fire setup, so as you saw there, he touched Bowser and the axe at the same time. So the game is thinking that, oh, he took a hit, but instead we're going to keep him big, but he completed the stage. So he has the reverse effects currently. So now when you see the grab mushroom, he turns small. Now he's going to go for the Fire Flower, and he'll have the luxury of having a small hitbox while having the Fire Flower at his disposal. So this is actually a really good race strat, very fun to use as well. Although it is an extra power-up grab, so it is slower to go for generally. As we see GTAce just finish off with the textbook 2-1. Dr. Mustache not getting the fireworks, that's very good. Alright, 2-2, this is our first water level of the game. You're going to see what kind of strats these guys go for. You're going to see a lot of cheeps and bloops here. Let's see, no one has shot anything yet. Okay, looks like GTAce is going to shoot for a fried fish calamari. Not the double fried fish. Although he gets another fish there. And Dr. Mustache is just going to avoid the blooper there. Very nicely done. Let's see what kind of ending patterns we'll get. Just barely swinging over the coral there. Gets a 316 pipe exit. Dr. Mustache shooting away a couple of cheap sheets. Does walk on the coral, so he will lose a little bit of time here. Gets a 315 pipe exit. And goes for a jump off the second step of the stairs there. So now we got 2-3. You're going to see a lot of cheap cheeps flying out. And Dr. Mustache just entering 2-3. So he's not that far off, just a couple seconds off. Patterns are looking pretty nice here for both runners. Alrighty, so GTA's heading into 2-4. Dr. Mustache also having a nice finish. Alright, so GTA starts 2-4 at 426. And I'm going to see Dr. Mustache start 2-4 at 434. So there's an 8-second differential currently between the two. You're going to see a fire kill. As you saw in 1-4 from GTAce, doing the same thing. So that pretty much eliminates the bridge collapse animation, which saves roughly about 2.5 seconds. So very nicely done from both runners. And we got 3-1 coming up. the first night stage. See GTA's kind of cruising along, sniping anything in his way. Get some Hammer Brothers. That's like the introduction of the Hammer Brothers in this stage. Dr. Mustache also going pretty nicely. Doesn't get trolled by the Hammer Brother there, so that's pretty nice. See what kind of stair strat he goes for here. Does the turn back strat. Grabs the flag just slightly lower, but it shouldn't matter too much. So now we're heading into 3-2. This stage is pretty synonymous for a very specific strat here, as we will see on GTAce's screen upcoming here. The thank you goofy strat. We're going to see if Dr. Mustache goes for the same thing. And the thank you goofy strat, which Dr. Mustache does not go for, it pretty much just despawns the Goombas at the end. But it looks like he did a different variation of that and still got a couple of despawns there. Alright, so 3-3, GTAce is just going to jump through the platform, which is pretty thin, so with Big Mario you can actually jump through. With Small Mario, it's slightly higher, so he won't be able to clip through that, but instead he does jump over it. Alright, gets a 260 on the timer for GTAce. Dr. Mustache not too far behind. Pretty much staying on GTAce's tail right now. 3-4, we're going to see what GTAce does here. You could probably know which frame roll he's on, so he'll probably challenge the Potaboost. Yep, he's challenging them right there. Dr. Mustache taking it safe. Also taking it safe on the Potaboost section here. GTAce moves on to 4-1, building up his leads just slightly. Now we're heading into 4-1, which is pretty much like the calm of the storm in the middle of the game. Nothing's really happening in this stage. You just see it lucky to you there, but it's not gonna do anything to you. Like it's gonna be at the right side of the screen, trying to drop them spinies on you, but it's always off course. Also, Dr. Mustache had a proper coin count momentarily. He grabbed some extra coins there. Of course, GTAce with the 99 coins going well with his name. Alright, so we got 4-2 coming up. We are gonna see which route they will take here. So I believe GTAce will take the bottom route, as he is right now. It really doesn't, there isn't really a time difference if you take bottom or top, but people have their preferences. Okay, we're gonna see Dr. Mustache take the top route. So we got top versus bottom. Maybe just by a little, like a tiny bit of frames, not too much. Okay, so Dr. Mustache going for the safe stair strat. Just grabbing the flagpole just slightly lower. GTAce meanwhile going into 4-3, he's going to set up for the Sky Boots frame roll, which we will see a pixel of sky underneath Mario's boot, which will give him a frame roll as well as a faster screen transition to the next level. Dr. Mustache is not going to go for the Sky Boot strat, so we will see a slightly longer screen transition for him. So there's no pixel of sky underneath Mario for Mustache's screen. Alright, 4-4 is a maze level. GTAce is going to the top portion, or the top route in the first portion, and the second portion is the bottom route. Interesting buffer strat there by Dr. Mustache. So we see Bowser jumping forward there for GTAce. Still manages to get a 348. And Dr. Mustache just going right underneath Bowser. Bit of a shaky kill there, but still manages to get through, keeping fire, which is probably the more important thing. Now he's heading into 5-1 as well. Alright, 5-1, there are no power-ups in this stage. There is a star, but it's very unlikely any of these guys will go for it, yeah. I mean, they have firepower, so they can pretty much just defend themselves with that. Oh, Dr. Mustache just missing the jump there on the pipe. And And barely slows down enough to avoid fireworks. Very nicely done. Alright, now GTAce is heading into 5-2. Doesn't get the cannon shoot in the beginning. See how the bros treat him here. Dr. Mustache keeping it a little safe in 5-2 after seeing that bullet bill shoot. And GTAce getting the Koopa bounce at the end of the stage. See Dr. Mustache getting close to finishing 5-2. Also goes for the Koopa bounce. That's pretty neat. I feel like it's a lot harder to get that with Small Mario, but he gets it very well there. Now we see 5-3 with GTAce. Getting some pretty good builds there. Not an issue with that. He does waste a frame roll, which means he is on the spreadsheet more than likely. So he will know what frame roll he is on. And Dr. Mustache takes a hit and doesn't get the despawn. That's going to result in a death and a loss of the small fire glitch. Oh, that's very unfortunate there. Just jumped slightly early. Alright, we're going to see what Dr. Mustache is going to do. If he's going to set up for Small Fire Mario again, or if he's just going to forego that glitch altogether and go for big fire strats. That remains to be seen. While GTAce finishes up 5-4. Actually finishes with the 259. Didn't quite catch what went wrong there. Okay, so it looks like Dr. Mustache is foregoing the power up. See how he does in 5-4 here. GTAce hits the corner of the invisible block there. Probably gonna lose a little bit of time. Not too much though. Alright. So now Mustache is in 6-1. We'll see if he goes for any power-up grabs here. He hits the mushroom block. Okay, he waits for it. GTAce into 6-2. Just gonna be sniping the piranha plants with fireballs. Okay, Dr. Mustache is going for fire strats. And GTAce is just about to finish 6-2 here. Slows down just enough to get 342 on the timer. And then Dr. Mustache gets 335 and 6-1. So they're roughly a level apart from each other. GTAce starting 6-3, then Dr. Mustache beginning 6-2. So GTAce taking the platforms on the top. Can also take the bottom route there, but it is a little riskier going for the duck jump to avoid the platform. Doesn't get the troll bill, so that's very, very good on GTAce's end. And we see Dr. Mustache finishing up 6-2 with a 342. Got that same exact slowdown just to avoid the fireworks. 6-4 for GTAce. He goes for it. Looks like the patterns are really nice for him. He knows what frame roll he is on. Very good 6-4. And then Dr. Mustache takes a death in 6-3. We're gonna see what he does from here. Okay, he's foregoing the power up. GTAce has a pretty comfortable lead right now. But this race is still on. It could be anybody's race once we get to World 8, as there are no checkpoints in any of those stages. Alright, GTAce finishing up 7-1, while we see Dr. Mustache heading into 6-4. We're going to see what he does here. He's going to take it safe, not going for the power-up. I kind of wonder if he's going to go for power-ups in World 7 instead. Okay, doesn't quite get a good Bowser pattern, but does get through him. Meanwhile, GTAce is in 7-2. He's gonna try to avoid killing any enemies unless he really has to, because sometimes that can give him a bad blooper at the end. Oh, Dr. Mustache takes a hit from the Koopa there. He might have to die intentionally to refill his lives. That's exactly what he's gonna do. Alright, GTAce just finishes up 7-2. Mustache is going for the mushroom at the beginning of 7-1. Gonna see how the Hammer Brother Gauntlet will... Ooh, gosh, that's quite a dodge there. Couldn't quite get past the Hammer Bros there. Excuse me. GTAce in 7-3. Now we see that there's Koopas in the stage. He's probably just gonna pick them off with the Fire Flower. Shouldn't be too much of a problem there. And Dr. Mustache just finishing 7-1. He has Big Mario, so he has a hit to take in 7-2 if needed. Meanwhile, GTA is heading into 7-4 with the proper point count, by the way. And we're going to see another maze level in 7-4. It's going to take the bottom, the middle, and the top in the first section. And in the second section, we will see top, then middle, and then top again. So that'll bring him to Bowser's Lair. Gets a bit of lag in that fire kill, but still makes it through. So we got one more world to go for GTAce. While Mustache is getting close to finishing 7-2. Gets a very bad cheap pattern there. Gets a 7-10 or a 3-10 pipe exit, excuse me. Alright, GTAce in 8-1. Has firepower to his advantage. Using any percent strats to despawn one of those Goombas. I'm gonna see him hit the block here on the first pixel. Pretty much set up for good judges. Although in Warpless, I think he just pretty much good judges regardless. Let's see Dr. Mustache. He's going for the Fire Flower in 7-3. Oh my gosh, that pattern! He barely gets by that. Alright, GTA's heading into 8-2. It's a pretty solid run from GTA's currently. Meanwhile, Dr. Mustache in 7-4. Okay, gonna see the Xerox FBBBB strat. Oh, it's kinda. He just bonked against the first pipe and then gets the bounce at the end. Still gets a 342. Pretty solid. Dr. Mustache going for the fire kill on Bowser. Keeps fire intact, and he's off to World 8. We got 2 more stages to go from GTAce. Shouldn't have too much of a problem here with fire. Let's see how the bros treat him. Yeah, the first one jumps over. And then the last 2 just pretty much stood there for him. And here we go to 8-4 for GTAce. Gonna be a very good time for him. Looks like he's at a 19.0x pace or 19.1x pace. I think 19.0x pace because he had some pretty good castles in 3-4, 5-4, and 6-4. Alright, let's see how the wall jump room goes. And Mustache finishes 8-1. GTAce gets the 2-frame wall jump. Alright. The turnaround room. No cheap snipe. Dr. Mustache just getting a bit held up on the stairs there at the beginning of 8-2. But still manages to keep fire. Alright, GTAce heading into the water room, into the final room now. No Loadaboo, thank goodness. And gets a forward Bowser with a 1907 finish. Get your GGs out for GTAce. And he finishes with an SRL time of 1909. That's very nicely done from GTAce. Alright, we're gonna see what Dr. Mustache does. It looks like he lost fire. I didn't quite catch what happened to Dr. Mustache's then. He died trying to go for BBG or something. Oh, dang, that's unfortunate. Alrighty, so now Mustache is heading into 8-3. Still small Mario. Gets good bros in the first section. Gonna check out the second section here. Gets bros in the middle, gets past that. Now the bro gauntlet at the end. Ooh, third one jumps, just barely slows down enough to avoid it. Gets a 242 finish there. Alright, so now he's heading into 8-4. 2 lives remaining. First room, pretty standard. Goes for the platform strat. Oh, but doesn't go down the pipe exactly. That's totally fine though. Wall jump rooms. Gonna set up for the 2 frame. Oh, misses the wall jump. Alright, turnaround room. Oh, shorts the pixel, but decides to go for the regular pipe entry instead. Now heading into the water section. Pretty nice swim there. Now the final room. Gonna play it safe on the Podoboo. Good call. Now Bowser, playing it safe on him as well, finishes with the 21-27 and with the SRL time of 21-39. So get your GGs out for Dr. Mustache as well. Alright, let's see if we can get our runners in for an interview. Yeah, that was a very nice race from both competitors. Alright, I do see both GTAce and Dr. Mustache. Oh, never mind. I don't know what happened to GTAce there. Hang on, let me double check real quick. Alright, so that will actually move GTAce to 2-0. And then Dr. Mustache will finish with the 2-1. Also, we have GTAce in the commentator's booth. GTAce, congrats on the victory, as well as a very nice race time there with a 19:07. Walk us through your race and how you felt about it.
I mean, I was just following the spreadsheet. It worked out. Nothing got in my way.
Yeah, was that like your intention, like right when you started the race, thought about just kind of seeing where your frame rules were falling in place? And
Yeah, I always look ahead, given my pace, and am able to figure out what's going to happen.
yeah,
And
you
I
didn't
just
quite
didn't
have.
screw up, so let's go.
Yeah, that's a very solid race time, especially with the spreadsheet there. Because like when I was watching it, and I noticed like what you were doing in 5-4 and 6-4. I was like, oh yeah, he's definitely on the spreadsheet.
Yeah, you don't just hesitate at the beginning at 5-4 for nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's very nicely done. No mistakes at all. Kept it damageless throughout the entire run. Also, very good power-up grabs. And well, although you did have a bit of a slip-up in 1-1. So what happened there?
Yeah, so he didn't go to the... It's weird. You want to, like, face right when jumping up to grab that shroom, and I kept facing left. So I just had, like, a D-pad thing. I didn't press right fast enough or something. So he doesn't actually... He's still going to the left, and I couldn't make it up there, so I just took the backup. But that backup I did only loses 1 frame rule, so it really didn't matter all that much.
Yeah, that's not too bad at all. And also, we got Dr. Mustache in the room as well. GG on your race, sir. Walk us through about your run and how you felt about it. I don't know if I can... Not hearing anything.
Yeah, I was having mic issues as well before joining.
Oh, I see.
I think it was my capture card that was interfering, though.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah, he just said it in chat right now. Mic issue. Okay, well, I guess once we're able to hear from him, we're just going to go ahead and look ahead on the bracket here. GTAce, you do have one more match remaining, and that is against Miniland. How do you feel about that race coming up?
I'll feel good if I can pull off a run like this again.
Yeah, just keeping it in the book pretty much. Yeah, because I know Miniland's a pretty strong runner as well. Like, although he's been pretty well known for any percent, like he has a pretty good Warpless time. So that's definitely going to be a nice race to see. As far as Dr. Mustache, can we still get anything from him? Let's see. See him come back into the room.
I know mine was a capture card interference. I don't know if his might be as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Especially if it's a dazzle like I use.
Oh yeah, I remember using a dazzle like years ago.
Yeah, still using it over here.
Yeah, as long as it works, right?
It sure does.
Yeah. Okay, looks like we won't be able to get a word from Dr. Mustache. But yeah, definitely GG's to you. And GTAce, any final words before we sign off here?
I really got nothing. I'm just looking forward to the upcoming races and such. Hopefully I can make it out of the group stage.
Nice.
I am 2 for 2, so looking good so far, but...
Yeah, I mean, you're one of the most consistent runners in the tournament, and I've seen that in the past as well. So definitely have a really good shot at this. So best of luck to you.
But the past 2 tournaments, I got out pretty early.
Well, that was then. This is now. You're like a much more different person. You're like a very top tier runner for this game. So
I don't know. Last year I was around. I had the 1902. I still played like crap. It happens.
Hey, I mean, you never know. But
I don't.
Yeah, just keep the consistency going. But definitely best of luck to the rest of your matches and the tournament itself. Definitely looking forward to watching those. And then for Dr. Mustache, I believe he has completed his group stage races. So I think he's at 2-1 now. So I think he's pretty safe to move on unless there is. Let me take a look at the standings really quick here.
Can I have one more chance to try my audio?
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
I hear you now.
that.
Hey, we got it. Okay.
First of
Anyways.
all, GTAce makes me feel a lot less bad about kind of falling apart because it didn't really make a difference.
I mean,
Yes.
I could have screwed up quite easily. It's not easy to go off the spreadsheet. Everything's so hard still. I was nervous the whole time, just I don't want to screw anything up.
So, Dr. Mustache, we see you had a bit of a blunder there in 5-3. Walk us through what happened there.
Yeah, that really was the banana peel that slipped up the whole thing. I just simply jumped a little early to squeeze that Goomba, and then I took damage and just went into somehow, blind fear and forgot that the platform wouldn't be there without killing that guy. So that's a very strange way to, first of all, take damage. I don't know that was ever something I considered.
Yeah, it looked like you had a pretty good jump height there, but for some reason the game just disagreed. And then, of course, like, without not being able to kill the Goomba, it doesn't give you the platform there. So once you took that death, were you thinking about picking up small fire again, or you just thought about going big fire from that moment?
I figured I'll give it a try. And honestly, that's probably the best I've ever played with big fire. I made it all the way to 6-3, and I don't take the top route, and I thought, well, I'll just give it a go.
Well,
I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, you definitely gave it your all in that race, and of course there was like some other blunders there, but that's the nature of the beast of these things. But
let's not talk about World 8. Let's just talk about the earlier blunders.
Oh yeah. We'll completely omit that. Don't worry about it. But yeah, anyways, that does put you at 2-1 in the bracket stages, or the group stages. Sorry. So I think you're just pretty much just gonna be chilling for a while until the brackets are set.
Exactly. I'm going to be cheerleading.
There you go. Yeah, just support the runners. And any plans while you're just relaxing, or just gonna keep improving your PB?
Yeah, I've kind of put that on hold because I only go for safe strats for practice. But once the tournament's over, I'll get back to the grind.
Gotcha. And what about you, GTAce? Are you gonna keep preparing for Warpless, or are you just gonna do other things until your next match happens?
I make sure that I'm always on top of things when it comes to Warpless. It's something you, especially at this level, that you have to stay on top of at all times. So I'll definitely be practicing it in the background as much as possible.
All right, I like it. That's awesome. Cool. Well, GG's again to both of you, and we'll see you guys in the next races. As for everybody else, we got more SMB1 Warpless races coming your way pretty soon. I know there's a couple other races scheduled later this week. We'll kind of pull that up really quick. I thought I had that open already. But... yeah, this is what happens when you're not really prepared. But let me get the info here. All right, here we go. So our next match is tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. We got a double header. We got Cosmic and Larvae Star in one race, and then on the other race we have 50% Gaming and Delxino. I hope I said his name right. And then following an hour later at 8 p.m. Eastern, we got Cosmic and Stewie Cartman in one race, and Oilkin and JS Carbo in the other. So we got Cosmic in a double header. We got Tecate set for commentary on both of those races. And the following race will be on Wednesday, June 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern with Tecate and Delxino. The SpeedGaming channels have not been named yet, but definitely stay tuned for those. And also, I just wanted to say thank you for SpeedGaming for hosting the tournament, as well as Rupert, who put together the entire tournament. Very well respected in the community. And also, huge shout outs to all the runners that are participating. And I hope I'll get to commentate a few more matches down the road. But with that being said, I think that's going to do it for us tonight. Any last words for you two?
None for me. Just thanks, everyone.
Yep, I got nothing either.
All right, sounds good. And with that being said, on behalf of Dr. Mustache and GTAce, I am Supersonic, and we'll catch you all next time. Have a good night, everyone.